Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome in. Welcome back. How you doing? I'm so happy you're here. Welcome back. If you haven't been with me before, hello. Welcome in. I hope you're having a beautiful day. My name is Priscilla. I'm a psychic medium tarot reader, an empath, a healer, and I also have the gift of telekinesis, which I will give you an example of in a minute. Okay, I embody my spirits. They're always with me. I speak to them through my pendulum, and of course I can just channel into them, but they're always with me. And I can, again, I channel them through my pendulum and my third eye. But I will give you an example of my telekinesis right now, just so you can see what I'm talking about, and then we will start the reading. Okay, so I won't move the clapper, the bell, but I'll move the clapper, okay? Here we go. They say this doesn't exist, but it does, because here I am, okay? Here we go. This is just with my mind, okay? I can also move it with my fingers and my hands. All right, and then with my hands, here we go. It's easier with my hands than with my mind, because I don't really have to concentrate too much with my hands. I can just do this, and without concentrating or anything, I can do this. All right. Okay, hence, being a healer. All right. Okay, let's see what the cards and what Spirit has to tell you, Sagittarius. This is a collective reading. Please keep that in mind. It's a collective reading for Sagittarius. We're all on different timelines and we all live different lives. So, of course, it's not going to resonate with everyone. So, please take what resonates and leave the rest to who it belongs to. Okay, I do private readings. My information is down below. All right, so subscribe to my channel so my spirits and I can pick up on your energy or channel in on it, okay? All right. Sagittarius. For some of you, I know you just lost loved ones right now. I don't know, I just heard that. For some of you, you just lost loved ones or a loved one. Something like that. Maybe somebody got something to do with their legs or something. I don't know. All right, Sagittarius. Let's see what Spirit has to tell you. All right. What crowns Sagittarius right now, Spirit? What crowns Sagittarius? What is crowning them at the moment? What is coming in? This? Yeah, this one. Right now, false friends. All right. Somebody around has false friends. All right. They're dishonest, hidden agenda, probably wearing a mask, you know, saying hi in your face, and then, behind your back, they're like, you know what I mean? One of those. Okay. So just be mindful of that. Okay. False friends. You can have a tan and white dog. A tan and white dog is significant. All right, guarded, but you're guarded. Your third eye. This is your intuition is telling you to keep your guard up. You're cautious. You're protecting yourself. All right. Your favorite color can be pink. You can live in a desert somewhere. Arizona is what I'm getting. Arizona, cactuses, where there's cactuses, somewhere dry. Okay, Vegas, Arizona. Somewhere on the West Coast. I want to say someone here lives on the West Coast. I'm getting a pink KitchenAid too. Close look. Look closely, careful, pay attention, they're saying. So pay attention, all right, to your intuition. Pay attention to your heart, to what you're saying as well. This is where your throat chakra is at, your communication. So for some of you, you might have to be careful what you're saying to people. You know, you might have to maybe work in silence or go in silence or something like that. But it says look closely. But something's telling me to pay attention, for you to pay attention to work. I don't know why working silence it keeps coming up in my head. I keep on hearing that. Be cautious, work in silence. You have false friends around you. Protect yourself, all right? Take a real look closely at your friends. This magnifying glass here. Take a real good close look at your friends or the people that you have around you, okay? That's what that's telling me deeply. For some of you, your favorite color is green. You love earth colors. I'm hearing Sagittarius, earth colors. All right, what else? What's in the heart chakra of my beautiful Sagittarius? Lights are twitching. What's in your heart? I heard love. What's going on here? Knowledge, learning, studying. All right, for some of you, you're studying. You're going back to school. For some of you, you're learning about something right here with this little messy situation here. All right? Paying attention or something. You could do, again, you could be paying attention. You could be studying something. You could be learning something in school. Okay, or going back to school. It could be online as well. But they're saying, yeah, you might be paying attention to something here. Or this can be saying pay close attention to something here. Okay? You're learning something. Or maybe you're taking a good close look at something that you just learned about, you know, this dishonesty or somebody's hidden agenda. All right? What else here? What else? What's the... What's the solar plex looking like? Solar plex for Sagittarius. This one. Okay. You're heartbroken. For some of you, you're heartbroken. All right. For some of you, you're heartbroken. Broken up. Or for some of you, there's a love and hate relationship that you guys are going through right now. All right. But there's heartbreak here. And for some of you, you know, you found something out that just broke your heart about this person. Maybe about your friends, that they were, you know, maybe lying or being fake or dishonest about something. All right. Love. Love chakra. Love chakra. So your love chakra is saying slow and steady, all right? Don't rush it. So whoever you're dating, if you're dating someone, they're saying don't rush it, okay? If maybe you're going through something with your loved one, your heartbreak or whatever, you're heartbroken and you just broke up, all right? They're saying don't rush it. Slow success. You know, you're going to get over it, okay? It's going to take a while, but it's slow and steady, okay? For some of you, you're heartbroken about, you know, some kind of, yeah, again, some kind of knowledge or some kind of something that you found out. I keep on getting that. Somebody's heartbroken about something they found out. Or you're about to find out. I don't know. For some of you, I just heard that you met your loved one. I don't know if this, whatever sense this make. You met your loved one in school. Or you met your loved one. I want to say that somebody that you've been with for a very long time, too. I keep on hearing high school sweethearts or sweethearts. Something with school. High school sweethearts. Yeah, have fun. Okay? It says have fun. Party, lighten up, and this is what grounds you. All right, this is what grounds you. And it says, you know, don't rush. So lighten up, don't rush, party, have fun, go out and meet people. You know what I mean? If you're heartbroken, this is what you need to do. Liven up. They're saying, you know, with the champagne, go have some martinis. All right, go have some, you know, whatever you drink, beer, martinis is what I'm getting here. Martini, whoever drinks martinis here, something to do with that. All right, vodka, early stages. early stages, all right? Innocence, new. This is what you don't see under the deck. This can be you, all right? You were innocent about something. Um, Early stages with this whole thing. It can be early stages to, slow and steady, okay? This can be somebody you just met. Somebody you just met, because this is under your love chakra. So this can be something that you just met. It's the early stages of. My lights keep flickering. I don't know if you can see this, but they're just going off and they won't stop. All right, guys. But yeah, somebody's at the early stages of something here. And again, I want to say, it can be either, for some of you, it's in early stages of heartbreak, of something you just found out. And for some of you, it's in early stages of somebody you just met. All right, somebody you just met. They're saying don't rush the process. Don't rush it. If you want it to be successful, you're going to have to move at a turtle's pace, okay? What else for Sagittarius you're trying to tell me, Spirit? What is this? What are you trying to tell me? What are you trying to tell me here? What's this false friends with hidden agendas? Right. Disappointed. That's right. You're disappointed in these people. Yeah, your resilience from these, your resilience. And this is you, tired of the shit, looking back like, geez, look what I just went through. I'm resilient. I have courage. Now what? Now what are you going to come at me with? Now what? Come at me. I'm still standing, all right? I'm standing my ground, all right? Because you guys disappointed me. And I'm walking away from all you that disappointed me and got me in this, all right, this energy. You're resilient, though. You're gearing up for, gearing up. That's right, what you went through. But now you're guarded and you protected yourself, right above, protected yourself. Protected. And you walked away in disappointment, leaving behind all of this false friends and this dishonesty. Whoever was being dishonest with you, or whoever was had a hidden agenda that, that tested your faith. They tested your faith with, and you walked away. You withdrew and you walked away and you left them behind. Yeah, to something new. Ace of Wands. Yeah, a new project. All right, a new opportunity. They say pay attention. All right, pay attention to this new project, this new opportunity. All right, this new beginning. That's right. You protected yourself. Again, confirmation, all right? Protected, guarded. You guarded yourself, and you about this knowledge. About this knowledge. Yeah, you're staying, in your hope, calm after this heartbreak, right above, star. Star is heartbreak. Yeah, that's right. You have a bigger purpose. You're trying to, you're rejuvenating after this heartbreak, after this breakup. You're renewing yourself. Now, you hope with calm. Like, oh no, I'll find my faith. I'll find my purpose. But I'm maintaining control, and I'm standing my ground. All right, standing my ground, because you felt you're learning something about something, and you stood your ground about whatever you learned. Maintaining control. That's right. Hierophant. That's right. Wisdom, truth, trust, conformity, social approval. Right above that is have fun. So yeah. But slow, no ideas. This is a Page of Swords. Something to do with have faith and, have fun. Have faith and have fun. Okay? Have faith and have fun. Slow and steady. Don't rush something. There might be a new idea, something, or something that you're, discovering or want to discover, or you're restless about. This might be that, you know, you want to learn new things here. You know, you want to learn new things, and you're eager, you know, to for this thirst for knowledge. All right, they're saying slow and steady wins the race. Still, don't rush the process. You know, this knowledge and this learning. Okay. Something to do with don't rush the process. Okay. Whatever that you learned, whatever knowledge that you learned, whatever idea, whatever you're studying, whatever you're communicating with or communicated with, don't rush it. All right. Crossroads. You had a crossroads here. Yeah. With this hidden agenda and these people, you know, testing your faith and testing you here. Your last stand. Testing your boundaries. So now you're faced with choices now. You're faced with choices. You're in the midst of a decision. Yeah, you're in the midst of a decision because these people tested your shit. It tested your resilience. It tested your faith. So it could have been somebody who is dishonest with you, these friends. Now you're faced with choices. Okay, single life. For some of you, you know, you third party. All right, some of you are swingers. Okay. Now, you know, for some of you, whatever you found out, you protected yourself, you walked away, and now, you know, you're working on yourself. You know, you're working on yourself. You're guarded. You're living your best life single. Whatever you know, heart broke, you know, whatever you walked away from. Yeah, now you're like, okay, well, I'm living my life single. Yeah, now you got rare gift. This is under Ace of Wands. And look carefully. A special gift given to you. Seize the opportunity. So unique gifts bring luck and success. The power to attract wealth. So this is you attracting something in here. They're saying seize the opportunity. All right. There's an opportunity that's coming into you. A new opportunity that's coming into you. Coming in for you. They're saying, you know, they're saying to seize the opportunity. They say pay attention. Look closely to it. Self-image is right next to that. All right. Improving your self-image. All right. Improving yourself. You're focusing on what you can change. But this is you maintaining control. Defensive about something. So now you're probably, you know, you're doing changes right now. You're focusing on what you can change. Maybe, you know, so for some of you, you're doing work done. You're having work done, and you're studying. You're looking into it. You're looking into, you know, whatever work to be done, because maybe you were heartbroken because somebody said something to you, okay, about it. And now, you know, you're looking into these new things to do to your face or whatever, you know, or to yourself to make yourself feel better about yourself, all right, because you're guarded and you were heartbroken. Now we have trial and error right next to that, which is, you know, inexperienced in a job or situation, or experimenting with your life. With, you know, so this person was experimenting with you, but now you, trial and error, you know what you have to do now. You know, now you know your purpose after you got heartbroken and everything, and some kind of, you know, spirituality that, you know, you got awoken to. And now you know better. You know, for some of you, trial and error. Yeah, you're like, you know, live and learn. Yeah, now I know better. After all these obstacles that I've been through, mountain. After all these obstacles and challenges that you've been through, and it says here, requires perseverance, all right? Patience needed. What does this say? Slow and steady, right above it. Patience is needed, slow and steady. So some kind of patience needed for something here, because right above it, it says don't rush. Patience is needed. With the Page of Swords in between that. So this is new idea, thirst for knowledge. So they're saying, you know, don't rush whatever this is, this new idea, this, you know, thirst for knowledge you have, this new ways of communicating or something to do with this. They're saying, you know, obstacle and challenges, don't rush it. It's just going to be a slow progress. But something needs patience here. It's going to require perseverance. Whatever that you just, you know, trial and error with, that you learned and you made a mistake with. It could be something with the job that you're going to have to, you know, okay, you know, learn it. But it's going to be with patience and perseverance. It could be a job that you love and hate. This can be a person. What's this? Have fun. Love. Okay, that's what grounds you. Have fun, party, lighten up. Okay, so romantic feelings. Someone has feelings for you. Someone has feelings for you. All right, focusing on love. This is what grounds you. You're focused. You might, for some of you, you're focusing on love. You might need to party and lighten up. Okay. And forgiveness is here. Forgiveness. You might, you know, something happens here. All right, what else? Let's see. Let's use these cards. Okay, this is for Sagittarius spirit. What else can I tell Sagittarius? What else we gotta tell them here? What is this? False friends. What is this? The Nine of Wands. Yeah. What is this? Crossroads. Mouth of lies. There it is. Mouth of lies with the false friends. There it is, guys. They're dishonest. Hidden agendas. Right beneath that. Mouth of lies. For some of you, you've been seeing, you love honey, or you've been seeing bees. Okay. The mouth of lies. All right. December 18th is here. December 18th. You can have an 18-year-old child. 17, 18, 19-year-olds. But yeah, deep-seated discrimination. So now you're probably guarded and walked away. Okay. Maybe you're not settled. You're not settling for a bad match. It says stop. You can be 46 years old, and 1964 is significant, but deep-seated discrimination, it says here. And this is underguarded, protected. You walked away from something and then living your best life, working on yourself. So maybe you feel like this job. There was a job that you know, felt like this. There was some kind of deep-seated discrimination about, what is this? Flipper and this. Okay, parental alienation. Parental alienation. 1972 is significant. 27 years old is here. The 27th is here. November 27th is here. But yeah, something with your parents. Maybe you feel like, you know, something to do with your parents. A deep-seated, you know, something with them. And then it says control, alternate, delete. All right. Control, alternate, delete. And this is in your heart chakra. This is what you're learning. I feel like with some of you, yeah, you want to change something or you want to stop something. You can be 52 years old or 53. Or 54, heard. 43, 34 years old. Truth lives. Truth lives. There it is. This is under heartbreak. Love and hate with the star. All right? And trial and error. So, here it is. Truth lives. This is like the justice card. You'll have your justice after this heartbreak. And your renewal and purpose. And then, you know, this is at work. I feel like this is at work. Maybe for some of you, this is at work with this trial and error or whatever. I feel like some of you, you're new at this position. Maybe something went down, all right? But for some of you, you were heartbroken and you got the truth. You got the truth about something. The knowledge, you learned about something. You paid attention closely about something. It can be about false friends. Again, or it can be about your love life. Either or, but there was definitely, you know, lies that you found out about. Truth lives. That's right. Justice prevails, though. Justice is here. Somebody's going to get their justice because of it. All right. So somebody here is self-obsessed. Maybe taking a lot of selfies, but somebody here is self-obsessed. All right. This is under your love life. All right. So this is under slow and steady. Page of Swords. This is somebody young. This is somebody who's taking a lot of selfies of themselves. All right. That's going to be, you know, patience is needed. You can have a 3-year-old that you need patience with. Okay. You know, blonde hair is significant. Straight, long blonde hair, you know. All right. And this is easy street. Go easy on them. Go easy on them, they say. Whatever. This person, whoever is obsessed, you can have a child who's obsessed or, you know, who's combative right now. All right. You're facing obstacles and challenges with, all right. This is a young person. Okay. This is a young person. They could be a teenager. Okay. They could be a teenager. Well, they're saying easy street here. So for some of you, you live in Louisiana. You could live in Louisiana or in Alabama. Go easy on them, they're saying. 1964 significant. You could be 46 years old. Okay? What else, Spirit? What else for Sagittarius? What is this here? Mouthful of lies. Yeah, left on red. There it is, left on red. Ignoring and moving on. Ignoring and moving on. This is probably, you know, take it where it resonates. It says left on red. Ignoring and moving on. This can be you or them. You know, you were faced with choices. And somebody was, you know, mouthful of lies, dishonest, hidden agendas, tested your faith. But you're resilient and you walked away from this. The bigger person. Always be the bigger person and walk away. That's right. You can't buy time. You know, you can't buy. That's something that you can't buy. So if you have to walk away sometimes, not to waste time, so be it. All right. Possibilities. Possibilities. The impossible is possible. Choices and decisions. You know. You have choices and decisions. You're not settling for a bad match, you know. This is, maybe you feel deep-seated discrimination with them or something. Maybe you have to, you know, you escape them. That maybe they were abusive or of some sort or whatever. But you're not settling for a bad match no more. And now you're living your best single life. You're working on yourself, your self-image. You're learning from your mistakes, okay? This can be, you know, for some of you, you have childhood trauma that you're trying to get through, you know. Non-player character, all right? You can have a 16 or a 17-year-old. Controlled, can't be yourself, involuntary controlled, all right? But yeah, controlled. This can be, and this is right underneath parental alienation. Maybe, again, you can't control some. For some of you, you're having, you know, problems with your children. You know, you're having problems with them. You can't control them. Again, can't control your children. It can be teenagers that can't be controlled right now. It can be a 3 or 4-year-old. But for some of you, you're having difficulties with your children. Okay. 1967 can be significant. 1976 is also significant. What's in the heart chakra here? Childhood issues. There it is. What did I just say, guys? Childhood issues. Cards don't lie. I don't make this up. I just shuffle them. Okay, I'm just the messenger. Inner healing, shadow work. Like I just said, for some of you, you have childhood wounds. All right, you need to heal from your childhood. This says childhood issues. You could have, again, problems with your child right now. Or you can have childhood issues, inner healing, that you need to do shadow work, all right? And then right next to that is behavioral issues. Hostile, antisocial, All right. Again, this can be you or your child that's going through this. All right. I think this is more like your child. For someone telling me this is your child that's going through stuff here, and you're heartbroken about it. All right. For some of you, you have to take your kid to the doctor and find out the truth about, you know, what lives underneath them, or what, you know, take them to something for some kind of therapist, or some kind of what do you call it, therapist, counselor, sorry, counselor. Yeah, there's behavioral issues. Maybe they're antisocial. Maybe they're hostile. They could be 13 years old or 14 years old. But yeah, I'm getting that big time in this reading. Somebody here definitely has a child who they're having a problem with, okay? You can have tattoos. A lot of tattoos. Somebody here has a lot of tattoos, like head to toe kind of tattoos, you know? Or somebody, I don't know, something like that. Or you know somebody with a lot of tattoos. All right. What else? What else from this deck? What else? What's this? Rebounded. Thank you. Next. New life, new lover. All right. New life, new lover. Again, for some of you, you know, you're heartbroken and you're moving on. Maybe the person that you were with was self-absorbed and self-obsessed with themselves, you know. You can be 34 years old or 43 years old. Okay. November 7th is, I'm sorry. November 27th is here. What's grounding? Third eye. That's what's grounding you. Your third eye. Okay. Alignment, awakening, aware, revelations, going through portals. This is you. You know, they're saying, so go easy on them. You might have, you know, God. All right. Spirituality. You might have had awakenings. For some of you, you had awakenings. Okay. Okay. Let's see what they're trying to say from this deck. All right, let's see what they're trying to say from this deck, since they came out like that. This has got to be significant. Okay. What else do you have to say? Yeah, your third eye. There it is. This is what grounds you. So have fun, party, they're saying. You had some kind of awakening to something here, though. Again, you know, this could have been something that you were, you know, took a close look at. For some of you, you know, you had revelations, your third eye, you know, awakenings here. Okay. They're saying burning bridges. All right. Burning bridges. You can be 32 or 23 years old, but burning bridges. The 23rd is here. November 23rd is here. Somebody, it says burning bridges about something. You could have, you know, this person is burning bridges. Something to do with burning bridges. You can live by a bridge. Okay. Tap into the infinite flow of the universe. That's right. 33 years old is here. You can be tapped in to the infinite flow of the universe. Yeah, with your third eye open here, absolutely. You're in alignment with where you want to be, or where you're going to be going to after all these obstacles and all these challenges that you've been through, and probably with all these betrayals. Yeah, it could have caused somebody to have a awakening, okay, with all the heartbreak and false, you know, friends and all the betrayals and all that. Yeah. You're keeping yourself, your guard up, and you being resilient. What else? What else do you have to tell Sagittarius? Yeah, something, again, imprisonment came out again. So, for sure, maybe, I don't know, maybe for some of you, you know, there's something to do with imprisonment, all right? Somebody could have got locked up here. You know that's somebody that got locked up or is, you know, might be getting locked up. And then another chain here, like a chain, deep-seated discrimination. I feel like somebody's definitely locked up or, you know, something to do with getting locked up. You know, you don't own me, detachment, domination, escaping, freedom. Yeah. Somebody probably escaped somebody who was very domineering and very what's the word I'm trying to look for? Domineering, who is trying to keep somebody, you know, imprisoned, narcissist, controlling. But this is, you know, somebody escaping, trying to get to freedom or some sort. And look, the world, completion. This is what came out after that. Completion, the world. The butterfly with the earth. Yeah, slow and steady. You see the earth, something to do with the earth here. The world, this is completion of some sort, okay? Don't rush it, completion. But, you know, they're saying with school, if you're having it difficult with school or something, don't rush it, all right? Complete it. There's completion. There's completion. You're going to have freedom, all right? You might feel like you're entrapped right now, imprisoned, but you're going to be, you know, a butterfly. You're going to be free soon, or you're going to be completing something soon, all right? All right. Let me give you your, this is a spirit animal you've been seeing or will or are going to see, okay? This is your spirit animal, my beautiful Sagittarius. Don't forget to like and subscribe so me and my spirits can pick up on your energy. And don't forget to like. It's free and it takes 2 seconds. And let me know that I'm resonating with you. Okay, my guys? All right, my babies? All right. All right, so this is an animal that you've been seeing or will be seeing or probably been seeing on television, the internet, whatever. The bear, all right? Bear. And bear means introspection, all right? Introspection. When confronting fears of testing boundaries, be bold, confident, and fearless in pursuing new experiences, all right? So when confronting fears or testing boundaries, be bold, confident, and fearless in pursuing new experiences. All right? Have confidence, my babies. Be fearless. Nothing to fear but fear itself. This was your message. I hope it resonated with you. If it didn't, come back for the next, or you can read your rising sign, okay? It might, you know, piece together there. I love you guys. Love, light, and peace to each and every one of you. I will see you soon. Please be kind to one another, and please don't be mean because mean people suck, okay? I love you, Sagittarius. Peace out.